America has embarked on a journey of achievement. It is a 3-year journey, short when measured in years, but long in terms of dedication, effort, and personal sacrifice. You are about to see America at her finest. A small group of America's best, preparing for the challenge of their lifetime. America's Cup Challenge 87. The clock is running, with only 12 months remaining before the starter's gun of the 26th America's Cup match in Fremantle, Western Australia. The Stars and Stripes team is making every moment count in their exhaustive yacht design, testing, and crew training schedule. 25 very dedicated people from the 4 corners of America are going down under to bring back the Cup. It's an unprecedented project. Logistically, the most difficult sports technology program ever attempted. Headquartered at Snug Harbor in Honolulu, Stars and Stripes has the best sailors in the world working 16 hours a day, 7 days a week in pursuit of their goal.
Speaking of our facilities here, it seems to me that one of the things that's very important is in our total program is how we're doing this vis-a-vis our competition. As I stand back and look at this from a further distance than being on site and on the water here, we're very, very fortunate to have chosen this training ground, because we'll have 9 months of solid training on the water, on station, without interruption. We don't have to pick up our team, our equipment, and move from one site to another site. Therefore, we get very constant playing field, if you will, in order to test our various modes and our various boats.
To keep the 12 meters in peak condition, they are meticulously maintained before and after each day's 6 to 9 hours on the ocean off the coast of Diamond Head. They are frequently modified for testing of every design and structural aspect which might provide extra speed advantage. Each evening, crew members routinely cut, repair, weld, stitch, and mend into the night until the yacht and its gear are ready for the next day's battery of ocean testing. The current 3-boat 12-meter fleet includes 1983 America's Cup defender Liberty, now being prepared for the next round of testing.
We've had a couple lucky breaks. First of all, our first boat turned out to be fast. So the very first test we did, which is the scariest of all, and the one that only we could do of all the challenging syndicates, was to chuck our first boat up against a benchmark, up against Liberty, which we know to be a certain increment slower than Australia 2. We sailed out there for 5 days, Liberty versus Stars and Stripes 85, and learned the answers.
And now, phase 2 of the testing. What you are seeing is more than the pitting of boat against boat, crew against crew. For the first time in the history of the America's Cup, designers, engineers, and sailmakers are using advanced computer technology to collect actual ocean testing data far in advance of the final design, which will result in the most revolutionary 12-meter yacht in the water.
Now we're testing Stars and Stripes 85 against the former Spirit, which is called Stars and Stripes 83. And that's a much more difficult fine resolution test, and that will take us a full 17 days to do, which isn't very long.
John Marshall, veteran of 4 America's Cup campaigns, now design coordinator for Stars and Stripes.
This is really a vital phase of the program because measuring the performance of the boats against each other and their absolute performance validates the predictive tools and the testing methods that have led to building these 2 boats. So we go through all of the process of sorting out the design concepts and working it down to something that looks very promising. Each step of the way you're predicting how fast it should be This is reality. And successful testing here that confirms that the methods are good means that we can go ahead much more rapidly on the design of the final boat.
Well, I think the main emphasis is on the boats themselves. That's the reason that we do have as many boats here as we do. We have 3 boats here now, with the 4th arriving shortly after the first of the year. The whole impetus is on the design, allowing us to know what size is right, what hull shape is right, and what underwater configuration is right, so that we can incorporate those in the final boat that we'll be using to win the Cup back in Perth.
Every minute of every day's sail is documented for computer analysis. Wind, sea state, boat speed, sail performance. All measurements are recorded and transmitted to the tender Betsy for processing. Robert Hopkins spends each day aboard one of the 2 boats overseeing the data collection. It is his responsibility to see that the information is transmitted back to the designers for their analysis. This data will be used to build Stars and Stripes 87, the boat that will bring back the Cup. But still, it is the crew who make the boats go.
Well, we have 16 states represented, and I think that's a plus. The word is getting around. We have St. Louis, Missouri. We have Minnesota. We've got some states that we never thought anybody was ever going to come sailing on America's Cup. But I think in looking for the crew, you have to have a certain criteria, something you're looking for. The dedication is the word, but there's leadership. We look for somebody who's been a good sailor because that shows he has a natural ability. We look for somebody who's a good athlete because that shows he can work with a team. He's a team man.
We have the best that America can offer, and when you bring all these guys together, you can't expect anything but the best.
I didn't like it one little bit getting beaten by the Australians. I thought that our guys were better, that in principle we ought to do a better job in this country in design if we got everybody together behind the thing, and that we want to get our same team, basically our same leadership, our same team of people together, learn from whatever mistakes we've made, and take that dedication down to Australia and win it.
Well, we had a little bit of a bitter disappointment last time losing to the Australians, and I'm just here to finish a little business with them.
The big reason why I'm here is because it's going to be the syndicate that wins the America's Cup back.
I think also what we have going for us is Dennis Conner, our skipper, has put more hours behind a wheel of a 12-meter than any other skipper in the United States. And when you get down to it, that's what it's hours in the boat that's going to make the team win, and the design concepts, you know, all the hours that go into it. I think it's been pretty carefully planned.
But before dawn, the crew awakens aching muscles to the task of powering 33 tons of thoroughbred yacht through Hawaiian waters. John Grant, retired Marine aviator with 3 combat tours in Vietnam and an experienced IOR sailor, talks about physical conditioning.
I think our feeling in the weight room is that we all have to be able to internalize and develop to their maximum, you know, their own individual skills. You know, the heart and the drive and the ability to put in the last grind, the last little bit of effort is going to be built here. That's why there's no pictures, there's no heater, there's no air conditioner. No music. No music, no fun, just weights. Gonna hurt. So that when the competition comes, we can hurt in the competition. And we're gonna go get them.
The crew's living quarters match their Spartan determination to win. They sleep on mats in unfurnished rooms and dine outdoors on picnic tables. Here to become the world's best 12-meter team, their real home is the 65-foot Stars and Stripes. They are here to train in Hawaii because the 28-knot winds and challenging seas here are just like those which the team will face off Fremantle, Western Australia. After washing off 10 hours of salt and sweat, it's back to work in the yard, on into the night. There's no time to waste, no time to relax and catch your breath. The yachts, the gear, and the cup just won't wait. As hectic preparations for the America's Cup gained momentum on 3 continents, rumors are rampant and facts are few. But in every sidewalk conversation and city newspaper article about the Cup, there is one name which is always mentioned. That name is Dennis Conner. Dennis Conner. He is consumed with winning back the America's Cup, and be warned that he'll stop at nothing. Conner has retained some of the best talent from '83, including himself. Effort seems on schedule. After completing the first phase of its sailing program, the Sail America Foundation today announced test results confirm its new Stars and Stripes 85 is believed to be the fastest 12-meter yacht in the world at this time. Malin Burnham.
And I have to remind everybody that we have every single week programmed as to what we're going to test, whether it's boats or sails or crew or racing practice or what it is. And every time we have a slippage, it takes something away from our program. So it's terribly important that we keep our fundraising coming in now, immediately, so that we will not have to postpone any parts of our program.
Stars and Stripes is on course and heading for victory. It's a difficult job with much work still to be done. But it will be done, and we will return America's Cup back home where it belongs. To help return America's Cup, call or write today. Support Stars and Stripes by contributing to this important national campaign. Send your contributions to Bring Home America's Cup, Sail America Foundation, 401 West A Street, Suite 615, San Diego, California, 92101. To telephone, call toll-free 1-800-USA-1987, 1-800-USA-1987, or if you prefer, area code 619-262-1987, area code 619-262-1987.